really. Buffalo music, I don't know what sort of music buffaloes make, but it's good to give animals a chance. You know what I mean?
Simon's in town, so if you're there, go and see him. But Lee's now talking to Merida. Lee, please, take.
Yes, thank you very much, Angus and Simon. Our next guest is from a band called the Paradise Motel. The Paradise Motel are an Australian group, but about 9 months ago they relocated to London to establish themselves to an international audience. They've released they've released 2 critically acclaimed records and a compilation of EPs, all critically acclaimed. There's 6 members in this eclectic group. One of those members is speaking to us today. Her name's Merida Sussex. Please, can you welcome her? Yeah. Merida, how are you? Welcome. It's a French kiss thing. That's what we missed by a mile. How are you?
I'm very well.
Very, very well. Now, you're back in Australia, work or pleasure?
Just completely pleasure, really. I've left the boys back in London looking after the house and drinking all the wine that we get duty-free, so yeah, no, it's just pleasure, just to see friends and things like that.
Excellent. Being based in London sort of has that romantic appeal to it. I mean, how has it worked out for you guys over the past 9 months?
Initially it was anything but romantic. The house we first moved into on the East End was absolutely falling apart and rotting, and we all moved in together and we didn't really know anyone in London, but we wanted to get out there, we wanted to get to Europe and we wanted to get to the rest of the world, so we made that move and we all lived together.
Right.
But now we've sort of nearly got a life. We've got some friends and we've been playing and going over to America and Europe and stuff, and we just moved into a new place which doesn't fall apart.
What's it like bands are always living together, scrounging and saying, what's it like in England where the Australian dollar's worth nothing?
It's 3 times.
I know, it was outrageous when we first got there. You buy a coffee and it was $6 or $7 to buy a coffee, and you just have to forget. You just have to sort of not convert any longer, just get over it. But they started giving us money in English pounds, so that was all right.
In the late 70s and 80s, a lot of Australian bands felt that they had to move abroad to establish themselves an international audience. What was your sort of entire reason for moving there?
I think the nature of our music and our Australian musical heritage meant that we could get to a bigger audience in Europe, just the style of music we were. And that seems to, Australian music seems to have got a really respected profile over in Britain now, like the Bad Seeds and the Dirty Three and the Triffids and the Go-Betweens.
Savage Garden.
Yeah.
He's New Zealand. You're stealing from New Zealand again. Unbelievable. There's still that pub rock tradition in Australia though, where a lot of loud guitar bands. I mean, do you think your style of music is sort of quieter and more introspective? Do you think it's something that would be appreciated more over there because they're sort of more into, or that's something they accept more than we do? We like the loud, hard-driven guitar stuff. We don't believe that's true?
I'm just really not sure. I'm still trying to work all that out, like what makes the Cruel see how they go down over there, or how we go down over there, how Regurgitator go down over there, like how Australians flock there, but our audience in England aren't Australians. They're sort of, or not necessarily, or if they are, they're fans initially, not just coming because we're Australian bands. So I'm still trying to work out why we had to, why we needed to get over there. I mean, certainly we felt an affinity with a lot of bands that were around, Spiritualised and Tinder Sticks and things like that.
Right. And so what's actually happened for the band since you've been there? What advancements have you made?
Well, the record company's been really supportive, and we've just toured around England all the time, played England a lot, Scotland, France and Amsterdam and Belgium, and actually, it was really funny because we went over thinking we'd play with English bands, but ended up just getting all American bands support, which was like Sparklehorse and Mercury Rev and stuff like that. And we went to America, which was...
How was that?
Excellent. Just so much fun. And our record label met us over there. Our Australian record label was passing through for some sort of like big festival, so they took us out to dinner. And
really? You didn't have a lot of sort of boot scooters throwing?
No. It was in New York in this in like a week-long festival of music. So when we weren't playing, we were out seeing every band possible. We've seen so many bands.
Excellent. You released this album, Flight Paths, in Australia quite some time ago.
Yeah.
But it hasn't actually come out yet in England. Does it? And you're promoting your first record over there, is it?
No, that's come out. That came out in sort of in January, I think, and there's been 2 singles of that they've been playing.
Does it feel weird for you, though, having to re-promote things that you did
that
quite some time ago?
Definitely, you sort of have to put your mind back in the space that it was when you recorded it. But we've got our own studio over there, like we've freighted it over, so we work on material all the time. So we're still at it.
Right.
You know, it's just every now and then we have to go, oh yeah, that record, I remember that long ago. But yeah.
Has living in the share house together been, you know, helpful to the bands? No one's sort of said, right, that's it, I'm out of here, I'm never coming back. And you've had the sort of split ups, then get back together, split up, come back together.
Living together, yeah.
You know, there's one guy who never caps the toothpaste, it doesn't flush the toilet. We got a guy, Angus, who lives here, it's just terrible.
Yeah, I noticed the toilet.
Yeah, it's I could never live with Angus. I mean, how are you finding it? That such close quarters, and all you've got is each other.
Yeah, exactly. And that was really good for us, actually, because we only had music. We only had one another. It's all, you know, all we could do was make music. So that was really good for the band. I mean, we took it in turns going insane. Well, a person goes insane, the rest of the band sort of support them, and they hide in their room for a week and have, you know, episodes of madness.
Have you eaten lots of fish and chips and mushy peas?
Yes, we have.
I went to London.
Yeah, chip bunnies.
What's with mushy peas? Why mush them? Why? Simon Munnery here is a UK comedian.
I'm from London.
Oh, right, they're reconstituted, and it's a nostalgic thing, the mushy peas.
Yeah.
It was from times of rationing, and they just never wanted to let it go. They just loved the mushy peas.
We love pain.
Yeah.
We're kind of kinky.
Yeah, you are a bit.
Well, if you have any relationship problems, come into recovery.
Nice. Can we all please thank Merida Sussex from the Paradise Motel. Good luck to you in London town. Right now is, I believe it's a cover of a Cars song.
I know. It sort of just came about accidentally.
And in the clip, you're falling.
He just started playing and released it. And it's actually someone else's.
Yeah, it's a magic rock.
Did you hurt yourselves in this clip?
Yes, Charles hurt himself quite a lot. We had a stuntman who taught Bros how to do that jumping in When Will I Be Famous, and he came in and
was that in the Drop the Boy when they did the jumping? Or?
Yeah.
He taught them how to mime the guitars.
Yeah, they couldn't.
I love those guys.
Yeah, but he taught us how to fall. So that's professional stuntman falling.
You mean your career or your...
No, they brought in Matt.
Whoa! Boom, boom, chuck. Here it is, Paradise Motel with Drive.